Hey there, everybody. Now, the purpose of this video is to get you some solutions to this homework from today, which is all about finding percentages pretty easily. I won't do them all, because if you can see how to do one, you can see how to do most of them. We'll jump around a little bit. Let's just do this first one here, 16% of 300. So there's a whole bunch of ways you can do this. You can break 16% up in a lot of different ways. One way to do it would be you could do 10% plus 5% plus 1%. Oops, 5% plus 1%. That's one way to do it. Because 5 plus 10 plus 1 is going to be 16. So then all you got to do is figure out what all those are. So 10% of 300 is 30. 5% of 300 is half of 10%, so it's going to be 15. And then 1% is going to be 1/10 of 10%, so that's going to be 3. So you add them all up and you end up with 48. So again, that's one way to do it. Look at it a different way here. Another way you could do it, if you wanted to, is you could do 20% minus 1%, minus 1%, minus 1%, minus 1%. Or minus 4%, I guess, but we'll do it this way. So 20% is going to be twice 10%. So if 10% is 30, then 20% is going to be 60. And then the 1% we found it above were all 3. So it's going to be 60 minus 3, minus 3, minus 3, minus 3. So you got 60 minus 3 is 57, minus 3 is 54, minus 3 is 51, minus 3 is 48. So there's a couple ways you can do that first one. And they're very, very similar the whole way down the same exact way. I'll get you started on some of these. Now, some of them are dollar amounts, some of them are just numbers. It doesn't matter anyway. So 22, I mean, again, you can write it a couple different ways. You can write it as 10% plus 10% plus 1% plus 1%. That's one totally fine way of doing it. That's the build it up. You could do it as straight 20% plus 2%. I mean, there's just so many different ways you can do all these. I almost feel silly giving you solutions just because they're so unique. So I'll let you sort through those. This last one here, this extra credit one, was a little bit fun. 2.3% of 1,200. So I just want to talk you through this one to give you an idea. So you have $120,000 or $12,000. So 100% of that is going to be the $12,000. Okay. 10% of that is going to be $1,200. 1% of that is going to be $120. You see the pattern now. Now what's interesting is 1/10 of 1% is just going to be $12. So it's just you're moving that decimal each time. 100 to 10 to 1 to 0.1. So 2.3%, you can take 2 of these and 3 of these. So you take 2 of these, which would give you $240, and then 3 of these, which would give you $36. And then you add 240 and 36 to get $276. And you know, it's a really short, easy, quick way of getting these percentages. I find myself using this all the time when I'm trying to figure out like tips at restaurants and things like that. But you can also use them for almost any application where you have percentages to calculate. All right, I hope that helped. We'll catch you in class.